Right here is a 1971 Lakewood P23 Windsor. I had another one of these from 1974 in avocado green under the Country Air brand. Which that one I might make a revisit. For a while I didn't use that fan because the blade got loose on it and it started striking the grill. But at this point I did fix that. I also got a rollabout stand for it, which the fan's going to be going on that stand. And it's going to be the basement fan I use over here, which I'm really excited to show that fan out on the stand because I think it would look perfect. But this is about this fan instead. 1971 Windsor P23. Like all of the other like most of the fans I showed tonight, this one has a story behind it, childhood story somewhat. I first saw this fan 5 years ago, 6 maybe, at a carpet store. My cat, stand over here and hopes my cat does not chew on the power cable. And thought he was done with that phase, but he was messing around with the S223. But yeah, this was at the store. There was a partial wall, and the fan was attached on the wall with this string here kind of pointing down, and the bottom was kind of like up against a wall. And it was open, like going over to another room, kind of like a porch type deal. And I kept the string on here for that reason, because it was used like that. So the place also had some ceiling fans, and my cat just knocked over a screwdriver. Ceiling fans, yes. I was like taking like 2 minutes till away, so I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. They had 2 G vent fans of unknown type. I have no idea what they were. They had spotlights on them. They had a C hugger. Don't remember what it was, but it was antique brass. So that fan was right in front of where this fan was at. And then they had a Hunter Coastal Breeze. And then in the back, they had 3 of these Brone Europa GE vents. So that was the fans they had. They also had a JCPenney box fan that was yellow, and it was also a P23, I believe. That fan no longer exists. I was told an employee got pissed off and they kicked it so hard they broke the grill on it, and I believe blade set. So it was probably a P223 then. It had a plastic blade set. I believe it was JCPenney. It was yellow. I don't know which version was yellow, and I knew it was a Lakewood because it was rounded. It had the same rounded corner and handle as this fan. I'm happy that this fan was still there because I went back to the store to find out that it was remodeled. Thankfully, all of the ceiling fans are still there. At least the ones that were able to be seen by the public, they were still there. And this box fan, they built a wall. Like, they finished off the wall where the fan was at. So I asked them about it, a bit nervous, and they didn't know. I went in back, and it was sitting in a corner, covered in dust. Most likely was never used in a long time. I gave them $20 for the fan and then walked away with it. And I'm just surprised that the fan was still around. I don't think I was nearly as surprised as I was with the Lasco box fan I showed earlier, but still pretty surprised. And there's actually several times where I actually mentioned this fan way before owning it. Remembered seeing one of these and was like, wow, that was such a cool fan. And at the time, I also remembered watching Spax Bears videos of the same exact fan. I never thought I would be owning one of these, so it's kind of cool. This also has a switch on it that says Speed Selector, which is always a cool thing. There's no rust in this fan at all, much like my S223. This thing's in really good condition, and the blades on this thing are mirrored. You can see your face in the blades. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna probably get some polish and polish them up even better so they're not as cloudy. But here's low speed, and this one has a Macmillan motor. Startup sound on this one is a bit better than the other fan I showed earlier, the S223, because it has the metal blades. It also sounds better, and my cat's obsessed with it, I think. But it sounds better than the my country air version. Medium. I like running this fan on low speed because it's very quiet and has a nice sound to it. This fan's a bit out of balance, it does shake a little bit. Can't make them all perfect. I think this thing had a balancing weight on the back of one of the blades and it fell off at one point in time. And then we'll do high speed. And the spin down on this is going to take a while. It is a metal blade box fan. I'll take the camera off. We'll get startup sounds because startup sounds are epic. We'll do low speed because I think we'll do high first. This thing has a single-piece motor brace, too, which I didn't know Lakewood's had that at the time. There's Look the Macmillan. The stickers down there. Like I said, this thing is very clean. No rust on it at all. The grills on this one are actually in better shape than my S223 because nothing on this is cracked. Do medium. Thought one of these was supposed to be notched out, but apparently it wasn't. I don't think I took the back grill off of this fan. This thing was really clean, so I guess they did take care of it somewhat to a degree. Here's the Windsor logo. If it will focus. This was sold at Kmart, by the way. This was Kmart's house name. Nice, shiny blade set. They even did out the S223 speed selector. And then we'll do to low speed. And then from low speed we'll go to medium or high, I think, I don't know. We're going to go from low to high. I was expecting there to be more harmonic noises, but there really wasn't. But here's the Lakewood P23 Windsor. Here's what the cord looks like. I think it's the same one that's on the S223. My country air probably had the same thing too. Same to the degree. I don't even know the blade's in the way. Man, I really want to use some of these older fans again. These things look real nice. They're collectibles, I guess.